For the longest time, the makeup and the beauty industry has neglected black women as consumers. But who in their right mind would have ever thought that right here in South Sudan, young women would disrupt and challenge the notion that it is difficult to cater for the deeper shades and the richly melanated woman. Guys, this week, I literally had the shock of my life and had an awesome experience. It is not very often that you walk into a random bazaar and get exposed to such wonderful ideas coming out of Juba. Guys, this video is gonna blow your mind. By the time we're done with this video, some of the pertinent issues that relate to black women and the beauty industry around the world will have come to light. Join on board, stick on there, come and hear what entrepreneurs in South Sudan are doing. Hello guys, welcome again. So a couple of weeks back I attended this bazaar event called Sip and Shop here in Juba, and it was an event that was organized by Defy Hate South Sudan, a local organization. And I have to confess that I went there to just experience the event, connect to the people, see what was going on, and just network and have a good time. But I ran into some quite exciting developments in South Sudan that I think is really great. I saw a lot of young South Sudanese women taking on some of the very important issues in the beauty industry at the very local level, and some of the businesses that I encountered were truly amazing. And so I decided to do a special feature on this industry to bring up the conversation around black women, beauty, and some of the contributions that are being made here locally, and more importantly, to celebrate the efforts that are being made by South Sudanese and to celebrate the resilience of the black woman. So guys, interacting with the different vendors was actually fantastic and very refreshing, because I got to share ideas and also buy some things from some of the young entrepreneurs doing great things here in South Sudan. But there are three different brands that actually stood out the most to me during this bazaar, and the first one is Benji Cosmetics. And so I'm gonna tell you a small story about this brand. So Benji Cosmetics is a makeup brand owned and run by South Sudanese lady. And guys, as you already know, South Sudanese, we are so blessed that our skin tones are so rich and abundant in melanin. And you can testify to that because we have blessed Africa with some of the top supermodels. If you know Alek Wek, we've got Queen Nyakim, Aduta Kech, and there are so many other supermodels that hail all the way from South Sudan. And so melanin is really beautiful, you know, but because of how the beauty industry is, the dark and the melanated skin tones have been neglected for the longest time. And so Benji Cosmetics is the story of every dark-skinned woman. It is my own personal story as well, because I can relate to it in a very deep level. It is a story of a woman who struggled to find makeup that suits her deep skin tone. And usually what is available are muted colors and products that actually don't enhance our true richness of our skin tone. And for so many years of searching to find cosmetics that would enhance the dark hues of her skin tone without making her look lighter or grayer, makeup that offered colors that were not muted against her skin color, that is where Benji Cosmetics was born. You know, what fascinates me about this story is because, like I said, it's a story that many black women can relate to, you know, and also the fact that a young African woman being unapologetically dark and flexing in her skin tone and not being scared to enhance her beauty is quite powerful. This brand stood out for me because she understands that queens have each other's back. And so with her discovery of her makeup that worked well with her dark skin, she decided to share this gem with her fellow South Sudanese people. brand is called Aramoya Organic Skincare, and this brand makes organic skincare products from shea butter. In South Sudan, we refer to shea butter as Lulu, and we actually like to call it Zit Lulu, which directly translates to shea butter oil. And so Aramoya refers to the region in South Sudan where the shea nilotica trees grow in abundance. And as Estella, the founder of Aramoya, likes to say, if you wouldn't put something in your mouth, then you should consider not putting it on your skin as well. And I can totally relate to this because we're usually so careful about what we put in our mouths, but not so much about what we put on our skin. And so sometimes we just go out there to the shop and pick anything and everything and just slap it on our skin and we are out of the door. What makes this brand outstanding is being able to find products that are actually natural and locally made. The skincare products are 100% organic, and just like food, we all aspire to feed our bodies with healthy organic food, and in the same way, I strongly believe that we should also nourish the biggest organ of our body, which is the skin. And also, shea butter is undoubtedly the best natural skin product for the black person, and there is no one anywhere who can make skincare products that are best suited for your skin tone if they don't have that kind of a skin. Shout out to Estella for this initiative. We are so proud of you, and thank you for making our skin glowing and making it beautiful, natural. Brand is actually a perfume brand, and while there were so many other local brands, perfume brands that were represented on that day, this one took me by a complete wave. Regal by Aloel Deng. Guys, we women will love to smell good, and the fragrances that we wear speak a lot about our personality. We've got bold notes for the bold ladies, while the milder scents and fragrances for ladies who want to keep it cool. And we also know that the industry has a wide range of perfumes for every class of ladies. We've got the Chanel, the Dior, Calvin Klein, Jo Malone, name it all. But for me, the deal breaker is usually actually finding something quality and African, something that I can identify with. And it's usually difficult to find African perfumes in all the top perfume shops in the fashion capitals of the world. And so it was really refreshing to find this kind of brands, to find African perfume that smells and looks world class, perfume that caters to my feminine sense. Guys, if you grew up in East Africa, you know that we have come a long way. We have come a long way from those days of Bintel Sudan. If you remember that, you know that we have truly made it in life. And so it's so great to see this kind of initiatives, to see young entrepreneurs, young Africans who are doing things, who are trying to break boundaries and finding things that they can actually identify with, leaving legacies, you know. So that's truly awesome finding out about this kind of businesses. And with this revelation, guys, I think it would be great sometime to do a feature on some of these local South Sudanese brands. What do you think? Let me know. I think it is amazing just showcasing what people are doing locally in the grassroots here in Africa. You never know, it might inspire somebody out there, and also just to empower our very own, to let them know that it is possible, it can be done here in Africa. Guys, we've come to the very end of this video, and I just want to take a moment to thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video till the very end. You know, this is a very personal video that touches me to the heart as a black woman and a woman of a very melanated skin, because I know a lot of other young girls out there struggle with these kind of things daily but don't have a portal to express their struggles. And so it is great to see a lot of initiatives by young African entrepreneurs and young women trying to bridge the lack of black representation in the beauty industry, and especially coming from the local level. So guys, please, let's like and share this video. If you have a sister out there who's struggling, you would never know. Share, and let's send the message out there to our young sisters, to the younger generation, to our daughters, so we all all know that the concept of beauty has to change, and that regardless of the depth of our skin tone, the black is always beautiful. So I just want to wish you happiness, and I just want to wish you all the best this week, and until we see each other again in the next video, bye bye.